Is acrylic paint safe for kids? Let's discuss the importance of keeping our kids safe even as we teach them different painting arts and crafts. Painting is an art that's both a skill and a talent. If you notice your child has a given talent or skill, acrylics are among the best paints for learning the art. It's often the go-to for amateurs, students, and beginners. However, acrylic paint safe for first, a kid is used synonymously with a child. Anybody between the birth and puberty stages of development. Acrylic paint is only safe for kids above 3 years. Between birth and the age of 3, kids predominantly explore their environment by tasting. What is acrylic paint? Painting is an art that resonates with all social, gender, geographical, and age demographics. Therefore, it isn't surprising that there are several paint types, the most common of which is acrylic paint. It's at the heart of this discussion. To begin, what is acrylic paint? It is a fast-drying paint consisting of pigment suspended in an acrylic polymer emulsion. Plasticizers, stabilizers, defoamers, silicone oils, and metal soaps. Is acrylic paint toxic? There are many types of paint. The differentiating factors for the paints revolve around constituents, uses, and grades. It dictates their toxicity profile and how to handle them. That said, is acrylic paint toxic? There are many types of acrylic paints. Some are very toxic to children, others less so. The safest for children are craft acrylics, used for decorative painting. Even so, it's only recommended for kids over the age of 3 years. The other varieties, like heavy body, acrylic glass paints, exterior acrylics, and acrylic enamel paints, are noxious to kids, especially toddlers. The toxicity of the paint to kids is due to their inclination to taste everything they come across during their early stages of development. It's only non-toxic when they don't ingest, inhale, and avoid long durations of skin contact, which is pretty easy to attain with older. Is acrylic paint toxic if swallowed? It's not uncommon to swallow or ingest substances that aren't meant to be consumed. Most people consume them accidentally, and others do so intentionally. The latter case is extremely rare. Paints are among the chemicals people swallow accidentally. Acrylic paint certainly ranks high on this list as it's so common. Is acrylic paint toxic to breathe? When handling or using volatile and toxic substances, it's imperative to use respirators to avoid inhaling their fumes. Some paints are usually formulated with toxic chemicals to keep away vermin and fungal growth, which is perfectly in order. But do these chemicals affect humans? And to be specific, is acrylic paint toxic to breathe? Is acrylic paint toxic on the skin? We've examined how harmful acrylic paint can be when ingested, and its remedies. That's the visceral aspect of its toxicity. Now let's focus on the external aspect. Is acrylic paint toxic on the skin? Generally, acrylic paint is non-toxic on the skin. Can you use acrylic paint for handprints and footprints? An exciting art form is making handprints and footprint impressions on the canvas, floors, and other surfaces. It's even more fascinating when doing so with kids, as it enables you to capture their growth stages uniquely. Can you use acrylic paint for the handprints and footprints? You can. However, you must be judicious when working with children, especially younger ones. If you have more than one kid, you must be more watchful, especially for the younger ones, as they tend to suck their fingers and move about touching other things. They may smear the paint on surfaces or objects you don't want the paint to go on. Can you use acrylic paint for baby prints? Babies are a specific category of kids aged between 1 and 3 years. They are also referred to as toddlers. Playing around with them is always fun. If you're a painter, you may wish to get them involved in the art. But can you use acrylic paint for baby prints? It's a categorical no. Babies are too young and delicate to be exposed to acrylic paints, especially if it involves immersing their hands or feet into the paint before printing them on surfaces. Their skins are thin and could absorb the paint into their system. Nothing good comes after that. As already discussed, there's also the risk of ingesting paint, which is exceptionally high with baby. Best paint to use for younger kids and print craft. As highlighted earlier, acrylic paints are contraindicated for younger kids, less than 3 years. Correspondingly, many safe alternatives work equally. This segment showcases the best paints for younger kids and print craft. The best paints for younger kids are tempera, watercolor, activity, and finger paints. The paints are also suitable for craft projects. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.